Hey YouTubers, today I want to talk to you about the Nikon D3300 and the D3400. And I'm going to compare mostly the audio quality. With the D3300 you can plug in a mic, the D34 you can't. And I'm going to talk about how they compare side by side with the specs and everything. I live on Vancouver Island and we'd been doing some exploring and some traveling to beautiful places. And I didn't want to drag my video production camera around with me. And I wanted to up my game a little bit from an action cam. And I decided on the Nikon. And I think a lot of it had to do with all these effects that it had. And I thought that would be cool to apply some of that stuff to video. And then I realized that the D3400 didn't have the mic input. And I thought about that for a long time. And I thought, you know, this isn't my main production camera. I'm really just going to use this for traveling. And I thought if I really ran into a situation where I wanted to do an interview, I would just use my action camera and, you know, use that for audio. But a couple of years ago when I bought the D3400, they were just being discontinued. And so I knew I was going to be able to get a pretty decent price on one. And getting a full warranty was really attractive for me because it was a big investment. And we ended up buying a Sigma 18 to 250 lens, so almost $1,000. And I wanted the warranty because, you know, that for me, that was a big investment. But like I said, I saw this camera and I went, well, okay, I'll jump ahead and I'm going to buy this. I'll sell the other one to pay for this. And it seemed like a good price. It came with the Sigma 70 to 300 zoom lens, which is an entry-level zoom lens. But with the kit lens, it seemed like a good price. And of course, I was going to be able to plug a mic into it. So I went and grabbed it, and I just thought I would do a quick video comparing the two of them. Comparing the two of them, stats-wise, they're almost the same camera. They're very close to the same camera. I found a comparison online by people that I'm assuming really knew what they were talking about. Pretty much the same sensor, a 24 megapixel sensor. The D3400 sensor did score a little bit higher in the EVS range, exposure value, just a little bit higher, and I guess that would be it's more sensitive in low light. The overall score, the D33 got 64 and the D3400 63. Overall, it outscored the other camera. So two big differences on the D3400, on the D33 is the mic input. Phase detection, autofocus for video. Sorry, I don't know what that means. But apparently on the D3300, you can create panorama photos right in the camera. So that sounds like a pretty cool thing. But right now, let's go outside and do an audio test and compare the mics. I'm going to compare the audio from the built-in mic on the D34 and the little shotgun mic on top of the D33. Up really close, I'm about 3 feet from the camera. You might not hear much of a difference. If there was wind, you'd hear a big difference because the built-in mic on the D34 would really pick up that wind, whereas the little mic on the with the little windsock, that really makes a huge difference on that little Rhodes video micro mic. Let's get a bit further back. Now you should really hear a difference between the quality of the audio. This is the audio coming off the built-in mic on the D3400. And let's switch over to the D33 with the shotgun mic, and we should hear a difference in the quality. But let's try something else. Okay, so let's try this. Now I've got a mini extender cable, so I can get the mic right up to my mouth. Let's listen to the D3400 without a mic on it, just a built-in mic. And I think you're going to hear a big difference between that. Let's listen to the D3300. Now this is great if you're buying this camera and you want to do some documentary work with it and you want to do some interviews. You can get away from the camera with your subject and you can just do one of these things, question answer, Or what I've done for years, as a one-man band, behind my video camera, I have a coily cable on my extension for an extension, and I get the shotgun mic off the camera, and I'll just reach it right out underneath my subject's mouth, and I'll do interviews from behind the camera like that. It's really effective. If you want to do short films, you can attach a decent shotgun mic to this and have a boom man, and especially if you're in an inside environment, you'll get a lot better quality audio than just taking it off the camera mic. So that's a huge bonus with the D3300. Something else I wanted to mention about these Nikons that may be important to you. The LED screen is attached. It doesn't, you can't flip it out and adjust the angle of it. And boy, sometimes when I'm working outside in the sun, I can't, and I'm shooting video, it's really hard to see the screen. Sometimes I'm actually just guessing if I'm in focus or not. If you're going to do a lot of outside production work, documentary type of work, that might be a consideration. I would go into a camera shop and actually physically pick some of these cameras up and try both cameras, some that have the LED that flips out and the ones that don't. I guess my next step is to get a lens hood. I've seen them. I guess I'll order one online and I'll get a lens hood that just sticks on there, but I'm not sure how that's going to affect access to the side buttons there, where you have your menu and your info buttons. I don't know if it's going to affect that or not, but that would be the next step. If you're buying one of these cameras for doing video, especially if you're thinking about doing documentaries and things like that, especially if you're working with a zoom lens, pick yourself up a tripod. I got this for $17 on Craigslist. And it's not a high-end tripod, but it's better than nothing. And actually, I did some panning and some tilting with it, and it wasn't too bad. I got some pretty decent shots with it. So I highly, if you're going to do this for video seriously, a tripod is a must. And with this one here, I was actually able to take the head off it and get it in my carry-on luggage when I traveled to Mexico last time. Thanks for watching. Check out my series, Professional Video Production, on a shoestring budget. There's lots there, lots of reviews of gear, as well as lots of production tips that I've learned over the years. And check out my other some of my other videos. I've got a series of documentaries from interesting people and places on Vancouver Island. Check that out. I'll put a link up there. And keep watching. Thanks. Cheers.